Hello everybody, my name is Xuul, and welcome to the Kotor 2 Mod Showcase. In today's episode, we are going to be looking at the TSL Clothing Texture Enhancement version 1.1. This is a mod by Rece, or Real Rece on YouTube. He is a rather new modder to the Kotor modding scene, and he has sent me a message requesting that I create a video. If you would like a video created for you, you can find a link in the description to a forum post where you can request a video. Anyway, on to the actual mod. There are several different features of today's mod, the first of which replaces all of the vanilla armor textures with new high quality textures. It also changes the stats of these armors a little bit to make some of the lighter armors more appealing, nerfs a bit of the heavy armor, so it does change things around. If you don't like that though, it is modular, so you don't have to install them. There is also a module that adds new robes to the game, and I'm going to be showing you those in a minute. These are brand new custom robes with their own stats and their own textures and all sorts of things like that. So without further ado, let's take a look at maybe some of the robes first. Alright, so we'll just run some footage in the background here while I talk of some of the new robes. Each of these robes has their own stats that we're going to look at after. Now, the first thing that I can see looking at these robes is that, well, some of them look really cool, most of them look very out of place and very strange. Now, that's not to say it's a bad thing. I personally like things that fit really well in with the universe, and some of the more crazy robes with kind of like the star patterns and all that kind of stuff are just something I wouldn't personally use. Now, the other thing I need to say is that most of these textures need cleaning up. Looks like they were done very quickly, and it looks like for the most part they haven't had a lot of the attention to detail, a lot of the kind of cleaning up that I would really expect for a mod like this. It kind of looks like just a quick use of the color select tool in GIMP and some color shifting. Now, some of the robes have some really nice aesthetics to them. They change the color while not kind of messing things up in the folds, while others, such as this one right here, they just don't seem to flow very well. They just seem to have very dark colors mixed in with light colors, and I think a little bit of shading would have gone a long way. In the future, the mod author may consider maybe instead of making 9 or 10 robes, just make one, but you know, spend a little while on it and make a really cool high quality robe. And then maybe just make color variants of that robe's texture or something like that. Alright, as far as the actual statistics of these robes go, they are all very interesting, and I really like this aspect of the mod. So first up, the blood robes. These are robes that are based off of being unstoppable, about regenerating, about not taking damage. These are tank robes, and they're really cool, although the description, which says almost relating to Scion, they can heal the user quickly, is a little bit awkward in my opinion. I don't like things like that to be in the description. It just doesn't sound like it's an item from the actual game. The ice robes were another really interesting concept, creating a vulnerability to fire while at the same time enhancing all of your statistics across the board, making these a really cool robe that come with a trade-off, something that I really like. Now, something I don't like is typos in the description and not having a space after the 6 in seconds. The Incinerator Robes are another interesting set of robes. They are restricted to people who are 100% dark side. They provide regeneration and they do extra damage to the light. So these are kind of light hunter robes, a concept that I really like. I kind of find it weird that they add 4 charisma. It's just sort of like a weird little statistic to go on there, but cool robes nonetheless. They're also one of my favorite looking robes. They have a very interesting aesthetic, although there is a little bit of a texture error on the collars, but overall it looks cool. The Savage Talon robes are another one that I really think is such a cool idea. These are the robes with the cool kind of, whatever that was, a Celtic design or something like that on the back. That's the kind of thing that I really like about this mod, is just ideas that you haven't really seen before. The crazy textures on some of the robes may need a little bit of polish, but they are also something that you just haven't really seen before. They're new, and that's kind of the point of modding. I mean, these mods give you saves against acid, which I don't really know what acid damage there is in the game, but these robes have it. But again, they do show one of the common problems I've had with this mod, in that there is spelling mistakes due to just a lack of attention to detail. I think in the future, the modder who made this mod should really focus on maybe, again, fewer things, but doing them a little bit better, you know, going over the spelling, taking your time, getting things right that way. This mod also changes a bunch of the statistics on existing armors and does a lot of the color shifting and color craziness that you have seen already on some of the robes, although it is much more toned down than a lot of the robes. I will sort of flash some stuff on screen here, various descriptions, a couple of shots of some armor, that kind of thing. These are optional modules, so you don't really need to use them. I think my opinion on the mod is really out there enough. I made this video at the request of the mod author, and I really enjoy the potential of it, although it's something that I wouldn't personally use until there was a bit more polish into the mod and that kind of thing. But then again, other people might not care. After all, this mod has actually gotten a fairly substantial number of downloads. It is a really good first pass at this mod, and I think if you come back, make a version 2 that's a little bit different, this could be an essential mod for the game, you know? Rebalancing the stats, you just gotta take your time with those textures. Anyway, I've been rambling enough. I'm trying not to be, you know, mean or whatever, but I gotta get my opinion out there. Thank you very much for watching. If you would like to see more mod showcases, more tutorials, stuff like that, let me know. Also, how's the audio in this video? The audio in this video was done a little bit differently. I'm not going to tell you how differently, but it was done differently, and hopefully it's either the same or marginally better. And my hope is for marginally better. I really hope it's not worse. That would be terrible. Anyway, thanks for watching. I've been Xuul, and I hope you have an excellent day.